Sorry, did that wake you up? Did that wake you up, guys? Did that wake you up? Yes, I am educated. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for noticing. I know you didn't notice, but I make you notice. So, therefore, I am educated. Wow, okay. So I'm so loud. I feel like I'm so loud because I keep turning like the ear monitoring on and off because it was so loud in my ear, so I turned it off and then I'm like, I sound so quiet. Am I whispering everything? So I'm like, okay, surely I'm not whispering everything. So I turned it back on and then I got up. I got jump scared by my own voice. But you know, yeah. Did you like my thumbnail? Did you like my thumbnail? I actually applied for an agency yesterday and it took me like 10 hours to make that video, so you know, please notice me, please interview me. So yeah, that is where I was like looking through my a while ago ones and like streams, and I found the picture, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that. I totally didn't just not have an idea for thumbnail. You can see I keep doing the speech bubble because you know they're kind of doing well and they cannot explain it, but like if they're doing well, then they're doing well. So yeah. Sorry, I forgot to greet you guys. Hello, Solon, BM, and Fox. Yes. How are you guys? How is your, what day is it? Thursday? How is your Thursday? How's your Thursday? Yeah, there goes your ears. You know, once you explode your ears enough, it will come back around to being healed, you know? Like when you reach like infinity money to the point where it like loops around and you're back at 0 gold and everyone's like, why are you broke? I'm like, well, actually, wait, can you do that in real life? Can you be like, oh, I'm actually so rich that I like hit the max and it went back to 0? Is that something you can do? Yeah, it should send you to an early grave. But I feel like I want to improve my streaming skills because I look back at. Also, is the audio okay this time? Is it okay this time? I know you can hear the fans. Let me take the charger out so this fan should settle down soon. Like I listened to the most recent one and I sounded so dead inside. But you know, fair enough. Sometimes the life is a bit dead inside and you talk like, and then I went to the zoo and then I flew first class to another zoo. That's a false story. I wish I could fly first class to a zoo. I don't know why you would go on a plane just to see a zoo though, but like I would if someone paid for it. I hope you like that high pitched sound. It is what I do best. I can I do that. Wait. I've decided I'm gonna do something for you guys and you're gonna listen to it. Against your will. Do you know the high range test? High range test. I like the land one better because I think there's lyrics in the description, but you know, I just feel like annoying you guys, so that's what I'm gonna do. こんにちは、鏡ねれんだよ。鬼気テスト始めるよ。Maybe I lied and there are no lyrics, so I will get up the Miku version. こんにちは、初音ミクだよ。鬼気テスト始めるよ。今週の前でならば余裕で歌えるね。ハイ A、ハイ B、ハイ CD、こんなの10で読んだね。少しだけ音を上げるよ。普通の人なら出ないけど、今週の前でならば風でも歌えるね。ハイ D、まだまだ中央に来だね。もうちょっと音を上げるよ。ファルセット父気づいたな。今週の前でならば冷し前だよね。ハイディーハイハイハイハイシャープセンター。ギブアップしてはいいのよ。最後は切り上げちゃうよ。もはや歌詞の聞き取れないね。今週の本気の力見せておくれよ。ハイジーハイディーハイディシャチチ終わりだよ。嘘だよ。あ、ここまでだったな。合格だだだだだだだだ。How was that? Sorry. That was sorry. That's all you got. That's all you got. 鹿のこのこのここしたんたん。そしてたまま。Was today or yesterday your 誕生日? I think I saw a community post or something you did. Or maybe I'm hallucinating, but still. Happy 誕生日. If it's not your 誕生日, if it's not your birthday, then it is now and we will all celebrate. Everyone say happy birthday, Tamama, whether it's your birthday or not. Okay. 7 months, but yes, only 1K though. How could it be 1K? It should be 3,000 trillion bajillion K. That's what I think. But yes, it has been so long. It has been so long. I can't believe it's been 7 months already. Like my past life felt like 3 years long and it was only 3 months long. But these last 7 months, it's felt like 2 months. You know? This is how time works. You know, if you're having fun, time flies. If you're having a horrible time, it does not fly so hard. Yeah, you should be so awake now. Hello. Hear the screen background. I don't know why you would hear it in the background. I don't have it on in the If I turn it off in OBS, do you still hear it? Do you still hear like the background music still? Subtly? Because I don't know what it could be. Because I don't have the stream open. So I don't know where the sound would be coming from. But you know, maybe I can hypnotize you guys. It's like you no longer hear the stream BGM in the background. Don't hear it? That's good. I don't know how. I don't know why that came up. You should be awake now. Are you guys awake? This is why cold showers work, because they shock your body, and that is good for being awake. And I should be taking cold shower. I should be having showers in the morning. I always have showers at the end of the day, right? Do you have showers in the morning or afternoon or night? I feel like if you have a shower at like 2 p.m, you're like a psychopath. I had a shower at 2 p.m. But like, isn't it usually a morning thing and then night? And are people who shower in the morning statistically more likely to have cold showers? Or maybe the statistics are just inflated because it's all these like all these gym bros who are like, okay, I get up at 5, I have a cold shower, then I exercise for 8 hours, and then I have breakfast, but it's actually like 3 o'clock at this point because I don't know how time works. And then I get back to the gym, and then I eat my protein shake, and then I talk to my friends about getting buff, and then and then we keep exercising, and then it's 2 a.m. That's how I spend my day. And then all the comments are like, that was a day. Do you not enjoy your day? Of course, I'm just exaggerating. You can go to gym, you can live that kind of life. But like when it gets too extreme, it's kind of like, I wish I had that one face rig that like Dogi Bird has, and all the what's her name who rigs it? She also does like really good Vocaloid covers and tunes them really well. She like rigs VTubers as well, and they have that one like the but like the look up to the left, the you know what I mean? That one? I wish I had that. You know? I think I heard that all her models get that expression. But her rating's like $2,000. You know, I didn't even pay that much for the whole Yufu. I paid nowhere near that much because I was on a budget. Your birthday's on Saturday. Your birthday's on like this coming Saturday, on the 26th, maybe 27th your time. 26th. Okay. I shall write this down, and if I forget to celebrate it, I'll like call it out and stream, just yell at me and just say "Tanjobi desu," and I'll be like, "Hi, Tanjobi desu." There we go. Ii desho. Oh yeah, we were talking about showers. My bad. I forgot. Afternoon, really, in the evening. Really? Is it because like everyone's kind of asleep and you get tired at the end of the day and you don't really want to shower? Because when I was a kid, I would always be showered at nighttime. So you know, that's where I got the habit. But I feel like cold showers would get me away, because in the morning I'm like, especially in winter. Oh, but I don't know if I'd have I think mental fortitude for cold showers. If I had to get up in winter and be like, "Hi, it's 6 a.m. time to have my cold shower," that's not happening, fam. That's absolutely not happening. Like I would wake up in winter, and then I would go back to sleep, and then I would wake up again, and I'd stare at my phone. My phone would be like, "You got 3 hours of sleep. Your alarm goes off in 36 seconds." Then I'll be like, hi work, I'm sick. I say that I never actually have done that, but you know, in my mind, in my big brain, I wish I was the kind of person, like I don't really wish, but like I wish there was a me, maybe another timeline, you know, another timeline who was like, "Oh, I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today." Sorry. I have so many songs. You still have the starting. It should be on, but like not double. But if it's not like that loud, I can turn it up as well. I did try and mess with the setting, because I know that usually like overall everything's usually pretty quiet, and it throws me off, and I don't know how to fix it. So I tried to get the interface to yeah. So if it goes into the orange, sorry for the scream. If it goes into the orange, when I like kind of louder, I'm assuming that's an okay volume. Desyo. Tabun. Let me know for the volume, because I saw the last one and I was like, why do I not hear any BGM? Do you like having BGM in the back? I feel like I like having it, not just because of like it's entertaining, but more like because I don't like hearing the sound of the fans, and I don't like hearing the sound of the room, and I don't like hearing all this fuzz, and I like my audio being perfect. So if you put some background music in, you know, kind of hides the not so niceness. But you know, no one has to know that. That was my secret, okay? That's why I use BGM, to hide the sounds of my room, because it's not soundproofed. And I usually have like a blanket behind it. Does that sound any better? Probably not at all any different. Because I usually like takes in all the bad sounds. But I'm currently using that on my door because my mum is like in the room next to me, and it's embarrassing knowing that she's like right there, you know. I was gonna move everything downstairs, you know. I was gonna do that because, you know, I'd have more freedom. Freedom desu. Demo sa. I tried to pick everything up, and then everything fell on my foot. The other day, I was so sad. All I was doing was move my stuff downstairs because it's really hot upstairs. You know, heat rises, blah, blah, blah. Good old autumn being 30 degrees. No one can explain it, whatever. And then I brought it downstairs, you know? And then I dropped everything on my foot. First, I dropped, like, the charger on my foot. Then I dropped my drawing tablet on my foot. Then I dropped my pen on my foot. Then I dropped my drink bottle on my foot. And I was just like... Why everything? Why everything? You know, one thing it's like, what's that one saying? Like, twice is a coincidence, third time is like, it's not a coincidence. But yeah, no. So now I don't have the blanket because I'm trying to like soundproof the room without having to actually buy sound panels, because they can be pricey. It's more worth it just to keep it as it is, since it isn't too distracting. Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you, Fox. Thank you. Yeah, no, there's not really a plan for today. As you can see by my titles, they're really not planned, because we all know I'm gonna change what I'm doing midway. But like, you also know I can follow schedules. Agency if you're watching this. I know they wouldn't, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a good impression, good first impression, haha. Anyway, so on that, because I was like looking through my old stuff, as in like the last time stuff. It's not that old. And you know, it's good to critically analyze your own stuff. It's good. But then it's also like, there's quite a lot to work. Because, you know, do you remember back in the day when I had the other customizable one? The full body one with the Ukyo body pillow? That one. And, yeah, no, I remember I was practicing like moving around like yippee, and it's like, well, since it's chibi, even if I move, like it doesn't really do much, so I kind of just went back to not doing as much. But you know, skills. And I'm also trying to like vary the pitch, because I know last time I was like da da da, and it really bothered me. Like the day before that was fine, but then that day I guess I was just having a bad day. But now if I think about it more, then easy peasy. I miss it too. I am getting the I mentioned this a trillion bajillion years ago. I won a Twitter raffle for a chibi mode. Like, I know I have one now, and I know this is very cute, but I will be getting another one. Yeah. I was really worried it wasn't gonna happen, because they would only update like once every month or once every 2 months, and I was like, hi, I asked about this a month and a half ago. Can you at least say you've read my message? But apparently it's coming at like mid of next month, so you know, that's good. No, the Yufu character would not be accepted. But you know, I doubt again. But you know, experience this ne. But yes, this is how it related. I wasn't just randomly talking about Twitter. It relates to the, okay, I promise. And I had designed this character a while ago. I think I sent it a bit, maybe in the members, Discord. I don't remember. Also, join the members, guys. Join the members. With that, if you guys don't get your references into the reference channel, I probably won't get to it, because I'm not gonna go like dig through everyone's stuff for references. So you know, don't forget to put your references in there. Okay, guys. Thank you. Except you, Ryoka. You're a tomodachi. I would do you anyway. I know where your reference is. I will stalk you. I have seen your reference like 9 times, and I will stalk you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Do you like this mic? I do actually like this mic. I'm not good at Twitter raffles. Yeah, that's how raffles work. I saw this one picture, I don't remember where it was from, maybe on like a Reddit or something, of this guy who had bought these lottery tickets, and they were like really specific numbers, like 15,064, for example. And it was 15,065 that won. But, you know, that's not the saddest part. He also had 15,066 or whatever it was. It was like the number before and number after. And he's like, bro, I got it on either side except the winning one. The scam, really scam. There's no way. I would cry so hard. I wish there's like cheats, because I remember in Dragon Quest 8, I'm really just babbling. Feel free to bring up any topic. I remember in Dragon Quest 8 there was a casino. Bro, this is how I got into gambling. Maybe I feel like, because it's always like casinos in Dragon Quest, and then like I save and then I just get rich. And I wish real life was like that. I wish I could just like save and then be like, let's go gambling. But there would be no, oh dang it, there'd be, oh I won, because you know I'm reloading time. I'm a bit of a time traveler. Just as a hobby, I like to go around in the times and the stuff and the making money in ways that aren't so moral, because I'm guessing time travel isn't so moral. You'd probably get kicked out if you won like 6 times in a row. Wait, how many times can you like reasonably win at the lottery before they like get really suspicious of you? But there's not like a way to rig the machines, is there? So like, I guess I'm just that lucky. You should not praise me for my luck. Wait, yeah, that checks out. I forgot I had a little one. Yes, because watashi wa is a lucky pigtail. Dakara, of course I'm lucky. And if you want to buy a strand of hair, that will be 50 cents plus $18. Anyway, how are you guys? It's been like 20 minutes and I finally got to greetings. Well, not the greetings, but like, what's happened recently? When was the last time I babbled at you guys? Do you like that sound? I don't. Don't know what I did. But you know, okay. I found this skill that I learned from, because I watch a lot of okay, I say a lot of, but not all that much, CD dramas for like amnesia, you know, yeah, and other otome. I see lots of like things about the seiyus and the voice actors and stuff. Ooh, do you want some ASMR? My mum bought me these chips, like hours ago, and I still haven't finished them, and they're still really crunchy. So you know, maybe that's a sign of good chip. Anyway, would you like a crunch? I should really change to like using VBridge on my phone or something. Because surely there'd be like munching kind of movements I could do probably. Because I know I did have I did get like an upgrade rigging for free. So that's pretty good, you know. So I think I did have that in like VBridger, but I feel like good old laptop kind of explodes with VBridger. I don't know why, but like if I use my phone, it'd probably be okay, you know. So I should try that at some point. It is really good. So last Sunday we babbled a lot. Yeah, I only babble these days because like I should show you my art though. You know, I'm not super disappointed in this art, but I still feel like I'm in a kind of funky position where like even if I did try and work on this for like 6 hours straight, it would not be to the level I wanted it to be. But yes, it's Crony, and I also did Kiara while I was watching the Devil's a Part-Timer. Do you know Devil's a Part-Timer? That one reverse isekai where the devil funnily enough gets sent back to Earth with his like second in charge or like servant or something. I forgot his name, but this second guy is like a house husband and it's really cute, you know. I like that second guy, you know. I like house husbands. Anyway. Yeah, I was watching that and it's really funny, you know. This guy's casually like the demon lord's like, we need to get out of this police station, and the second in control and in charge at the same time was just eating like katsudon, but he obviously doesn't speak Japanese, like the main guy, so he doesn't call it katsudon. He's like, this is katsudoom. Would you like a katsudoom? Anyway, I think it's funny, but yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. But I don't think I'm gonna do it today because it's hard. Crony wife, do you really like Crony? I know this mic is very good. I know it. I mean, it better be for the price. you like my speed laughing? I regret that. It must seem so weird. My mom just hearing evil laughter from here. Anyway. Thank you. I know I'm actually so skilled. Hair flip. Crony, your wife. Who was she before Crony? I feel like I knew her before Crony, but I don't remember. You heard the whisper? It's good. You should hear the whisper. You should hear everything. Hello there. Do you like potatoes? I feel like it's kind of hard to put on like character voices when it's like a whisper, because like when it's this quiet, it doesn't really change much no matter how you do it, right? Of course, I can do some like pitch variation. Welcome in, Freaky Liz! Welcome in. Oh, we are just babbling about everything. I am very impressed with my mic. That's kind of new, so I'm just gonna keep going, get really close and then really far, you know, because that's how we live our life. Welcome in. How has your day been? I was gonna talk about my day. I had eggs for breakfast. I know it's not that special, but like, I usually don't have breakfast, or I have something that's not breakfast. I may have like a chocolate egg or a slice of salami, and then I will have lunch. Then I'll have like lunch or brunch, because it's usually at like 10 or 11. Bro, I was so used to eating lunch at like 10 or 11. Even at uni or whatever, I would go and I would get my noodles at like 10 or 11. Yeah. And then I had a class at that point, like this semester, so I had a class around 10, 11, so I couldn't go. So then I decided, okay, well, I'll just go after class. And I forgot that at 12, everything got really busy, and I could no longer have my noodles in peace. I'd be the only person ordering, I'd be the only person there. I'd get my perfect seat near the window with a charger nearby, so I could, you know, do the doom scroll while eat the noodles, you know, normal stuff. Yeah, just a normal cereal. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, sometimes I want to eat salami. So you go into the fridge and you're like, do we have salami? And there's one piece left, so you're like, guess I will eat that, and I will be happy with my single piece of salami. Because you don't want to eat too much because you have like noodle plans, you know? Do you ever plan like the next day's lunch? Because I'm like, okay, tomorrow, like I already crave it now, therefore tomorrow I will crave shin ramen, but like the super spicy shin. And I will crave having it with ham and an egg and a bullet chilies and shallots and enoki mushrooms, but we don't have those. See, that's me planning tomorrow's food. I don't know if I can have that because I've had so many of these chips and they're like super oily. My mouth feels weird now, but that's how it be. So I had egg this morning. I forgot I was talking about egg, and that's how we get back to it. And we were going like voting this morning. Yeah, good old politics. And so we went out for breakfast beforehand, and we were at this cafe, whatever. It's one of my dad's favorite because they make muffins fresh, and he always talks about how fresh they are. So I was like, oh, that's cute that he likes muffins so much. And I was looking at the menu, and it's like, I want eggs Benny with good old hollandaise sauce and lots of delicious lactose. I'm lactose intolerant, by the way. Like partially. I'm not like death lactose intolerant. Like I could eat a slice of cheese and survive if it's not the first thing I had in the morning, you know. As long as it's not the first meal, then I'm okay. But it was the first meal. So then I thought I was smart. I was like, okay, fine. I'll just have poached egg on toast, and it comes with chili oil. And you know, we like chili oil. And then I was like, okay, let's go. Let's get the bread, let's get the butter, let's put all this butter on, and then we put the egg on top, and then it's poached egg, so you like split it open, and then it goes everywhere, and it's got chili oil, and so it's delicious and delectable. And then I remembered, like after I had eaten half of it, I'm like, but it has lactose, doesn't it? I always forget. Like I thought I was so proud of myself. I was like, okay, good. I avoided the things that make the tummy go ouch, only to eat things that tummy go ouch by accident. Yay! It's so sad. I'm so sad. Let's try. I just had to plan the next day. What do you mean? Like you plan now for tomorrow, or are you saying like tomorrow you only plan on the day? Because like that's me for every other meal. It's like, okay, on the day I'll just make up something. You know, I'll find something for this meal, whatever. But lunch, shin ramen. Shin ramen. I feel like I have noodles a lot more for lunch than dinner, but at the same time I feel like it's better dinner food because comfort food while watching comfort movies. Cafe you have around me, Starbucks. That reminds me of your name, Kimi no Nawa, where she's like, you're taking us to a cafe? Where? And it's just a vending machine. If I was in a small town, I'd be like, friends, let's go to a cafe. They'd be like, really? And I'd be like, okay, here's some. You know, bro, the prices of things in vending machines is insane. Like, me and my friend went to a market, right? And Puri Nari actually made a short on Twitter of how much she made, like how much she made at the thing, and then minus the cost for travel, blah 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 blah. She lost like half of it to travel and public holiday costs. Because I think I mentioned how stupid it was that I went on a public holiday and we had to pay public holiday tax or whatever. It was so fun. Anyway, I can't remember why I was mentioning this. No, I don't remember. Jokes. Jokes. Thursday Belly started. My day yesterday was quite busy with errands, phone-related things. Errands and phone-related things. But they are like lots of mini tasks. I always complain about mini tasks, right? Because I find like lots of small things is a lot more tiring than like big things, right? Like I'd rather do like one big outing, you know? I'll go into the city, maybe go buy something and then come home, and then I'll get home at like 6. And you know, that's a fine day. But if it's like, okay, go out for 5 minutes, then go out 3 minutes, then go out 2 minutes, then go out 5 minutes, and then it's like psychological damage to myself. When I wake up and go to the kitchen like today, I made nice food. Oh, that's so cool. That's so impressive. I wouldn't be able to like be like, oh, let's make something big. I'd have to like mentally prepare the day before, because like if I have to do anything that takes over an hour, I have to be like mentally prepared for it. Okay, so like like for streams, I wake up and I'm like, okay, today's stream day. I will mentally prepare myself. You know, bro, it's so sad. I should really stream like in the mornings as well. You know, I should do double. You know, like a crazy person. But like, I was so tired. I am an extrovert. You know, recently became one from the introvert life. And so today all my friends were like, because a lot of the people I mostly talk to on the Discord are like American. So we chat for a bit and then they sleep as soon as I get up, and it's like, okay then, that's lovely. Sure. Sure, why not go with that? And then I spent like a trillion hours lonely. What did I even do today? I was trying to do my essay, but I was like not in it. My brain was, because you know those days where you like task switch so many times. It takes like 4 minutes, I think, to start focusing on a task or something. So if you can't focus for 4 minutes, you just don't get into it. And I was not getting into anything. I was like watching shorts that were really short, changing video every 4 minutes, and it's like, ugh, I could not get into anything. And then my brain was tired, my soul was tired. So then I made my Discord status, friends, please talk to me, or something. Yeah, friends, please talk to me. And I was actually asked like, oh, are you okay? Because someone thought I was like sick or something. Or, like my friends fought me, and I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm just wanting to chat with some people, you know. But then I stream, and then all my friends wake up at night. So then night is the time where I'm like, yeah, I have all my energy back because I've been talking to people, which is so unproductive. Like the day for me to be tired, and then the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, yatta, so you Toma-chan wa iketeru, maji yabai vibes you tennake. No one's gonna know that reference. It's reference to this really specific Amnesia voice live reading, and it's all the boys pretending to be girls and saying like desu wa, desu yo ne, kind of thing. And the manager was like, you have to compliment each other. So he's like, kya, Toma-chan. Maji yabai vibes you teriyake, because the manager is really threatening. So I thought that was funny. I don't know if you think so, but you know, you do now. Oh, I forgot to plug in the actual other side of the charger. You know, that's why it's not charging. Give me a bro. You hear this kerfuffle? It's because my life is a kerfuffle. Mate, momento. Oh no, what am I? Why is everything? Oh no. Hello there. Hello. That's what I do to my cat to get their attention. I'm like, puss, puss, puss. Oh yeah, that reminded me of something I was talking about way too long ago. Okay, let me catch up on chat first. Many tasks. Investigating 2 things: paying a bill and surrounded shopping. No, not the bills. We don't talk about bills. We don't talk about bills. That's meant to be we don't talk about bills. It was a bill paying day, and something, then the bills were flying from the sky. No more bills in the sky. Okay, that was so bad. My bad. But yeah, good job with that. Sounds like a tiring day. I hope the shopping was good though. I hope you got I try to say got and bought. What did you buy? Did you buy a statue of a chicken? Bro, I'm still mad with Stardew Valley. You know how there's like chicken statue, and I was playing with Ellie a trillion bajillion years ago, and you know when you get like unreasonably attached to an item, and I was like, this is my chicken statue. Hello, by the way, Ellen, welcome in. I'm just talking about this one time I was playing Stardew, and I got really attached to this chicken statue for some reason, and I had it in my room, and it was so beautiful and perfect, you know. And then Ellie came in, and she was gonna throw it out, and she was like running to the bin, and I'm like, no! I was like genuinely distressed. In the end, I was like, give me the chicken back, or I reset the day. I was like threatening to use my time travel powers to save this chicken statue, because yeah, I really like that chicken statue. I really like this chicken statue, you know. Yes. Is that the way that this babe may be able to talk this fast, impressive? Me? 私の一番好きな it's not 好きな what's the word? 得意 Is that a word for skilled? That's one of my good skills. I can talk really fast, but at the same time, when I think about talking fast, then it's like, what? Yes, you should compliment the watakushi. 私はユフです。お姫様です。こんばんは。I want to improve my お姫様 voice. Hello, I am Yufu, the princess. The princess. It reminds me of the roleplay days. I didn't personally roleplay there, but I know my friends did, and we were like, I am a perfecto princess. Yes, you did miss out. So, miss out? I can English so well. But yes, I was also back onto a topic that I was mentioning like half an hour ago that I forgot about. In order to make myself more interesting, I am more focusing on pitch variation, so I don't just sound like this the whole time, because it's gonna be really sad, and it makes me sad to listen back to it, because it's like, wow, did I really talk like this the whole time? So if I speak more with the flourish and the coolness and the awesome, like I'm saying a speech, okay, this, when I do too much, it becomes a Mario. It naturally becomes Mario when I go like do 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 do. It's me, Mario. Sorry, I can't explain. But yes, good luck with what talk. Welcome. Yes. Thank you for watching the VOD. Thank you. I appreciate it. Relatable. I don't remember what I was talking about though, so I will agree that it's relatable to whatever I said. From course, it lasted for an hour and a half total as a follow-up to one thing I was investigating. Not saying more than that. Oh, when it goes from like one call to another call to another call to another call to another call, it's like, okay, not exactly like, for me, it's more like checking in on things more than calls, because I don't call people, you know. I don't like call me. We can do everything over message, you know. And like when it's a call, it's so embarrassing when they're like, okay, we're going here at this time and this time. They call you and it's like, can you put that in writing? Because on the day I'm like, hi tomodachi, where were we meeting? Because I just got off at a random stop. I'm like, sure, it's around here. Turns out I got off at the wrong stop, so I was like, okay, I'll just get back on the train. Does it sound like she has too much energy? I feel like I had like no energy before this, but then once you start, then you get the energy. But then after like an hour and a half, it's like, oh, good night. But you know, we must continue on. Fighto dayo! I saw a thing though recently where it's like, don't take breaks longer than 10 minutes, or like no breaks of 10 minutes. So I'm like, maybe my breaks need to be like shorter. Maybe more frequent, but like shorter. But then that would also annoy me if it takes like 4 minutes to focus into your break. Then there's like having a 1 minute break. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making things up here. You don't trust my facts. I'm just making things up. I don't know if these are real or if I imagine them, you know, hallucination. Energy です。こんにちは皆さん。私はユフです。これは私のかわいいnormal の方 no normal よりこれの方がかわいいでしょ。かわいい声です。My Japanese is atrocious, guys. It's so bad. I'm crying. But yeah, I have played horror. I don't have much on this channel, right? I did for my birthday. That was November. That was so long ago. What do you mean? That was like 5 months ago. Anyway, 5 months ago for like 1 hour. I did a I'm really scared with like the 3D ones. 2D horror is a lot easier for me, like especially if it's like pixel horror kind of thing. I like that. But usually those ones have a lot of puzzles, and I am clearly very incompetent with puzzles. Like, if you think of everyone you know, I will be the worst person at puzzles, and that's why I'm not going to show you puzzles, because it's embarrassing to know that I'm bad at puzzles. Like, it's okay to be bad at, like, a racing game. It's okay to be bad. I accidentally moved something and I just heard a whole bunch of fuzz. Did you guys hear that too? Anyway, it's fine to be bad at, like, drawing. It's fine to be bad. But if it's bad at using your brain to figure something out, it makes you feel really dumb. So, I don't do that, you know? Yeah, okay, it's good. It's good that you suck as well. So I feel less bad. Thank you. we can be bad together, you know? I would say we're in, like, we are improving group, but we are not. Expert using the brain. Thank you. I'm good at, like, analyzing things, I would say, but, like, I'm bad at just straight puzzles. If it's just, like, if you had to do, like, move this to here and then move to that to there and then move that to there, so it's all balanced, I'd be like, even if it's just like a puzzle, like one of the ones where you get a piece and then stick it on the puzzle, that kind of thing, and, like, make sure it all fits and makes a picture. The only one I've liked in my life, I think I mentioned this before, was when I was, like, 6. I had a 6-piece Bob the Builder puzzle, and that was my favorite puzzle, and I would always do that puzzle, and I'd be like, Mom, look at me! I can do this puzzle in 3 seconds! She'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, I am the best! I did that so fast! My mom would be like, She was so unimpressed, because every single day, I think, I'd be like, look, Mama, I did the puzzle again! And she's like, we should not have gotten this puzzle. Okay, I'm making up these things. I don't know if she actually said that. Clearly, my brain is not that memory. But yes. Also, I think no, that was not this count. I did this one about eating lies. It was an interesting concept, right? It was about eating lies, and yeah, it was I don't know what species she was, but she fed off people's lies. So if they lied, it would create, like, a creature, and then she would eat that creature, and that would be her food. Oh, we played that. I did finish it. Did I beat it? Yes, I think I did beat it. Yeah, and I was proud of that. and then I just never played them again, because I feel like usually text-based games, like those 2D pixel ones, are usually a lot of, like, text-based, lots of dialogue kind of thing, and I feel like people don't like watching that as much. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I feel like what goes best is always just yapping. You know, I can yap. We can all yap. It's especially good yapping, like, the first stream after, like, a week when I actually have things to talk about. Because why do I do, like, them in a row every week? Because then I'm like, I talked about everything the first day, and then I talked about everything else on the second day. I don't have enough stuff to talk about. Do I need to actually go out and touch grass? Yes, I am using my brain. Therefore, my brain is telling you all, you should go play Buster Fellows. Yes, I do have one green pigtail. It kind of does look like matcha green. I do. Oh, okay. My favorite ice cream. Do you have a chocominto yorimo anata? Do you have a favorite ice cream? I hate how that comes to my head as soon as I say ice cream, and I'm like, chocominto yorimo anata. You have to be minta. Have to put so much energy at the ta. Chocominto yorimo anata. With the ta again. That's how you get the Ruby voice. Yeah, my favorite though, I would say, ice cream wise, is chocolate. Oh, it is chocominto yori. Anyway. But I really like matcha ice cream, but only when it's with vanilla ice cream. So it's like a 2-in-1. I like when they, you know, those soft-serve machines that goes round. I like it when they do that, and it's like you see the swirl of matcha and you see the swirl of vanilla, and then you just lick it and it becomes a whole mess anyway. But you know, it looks nice and it tastes nice. And when you're walking around, like walking in the rain to find a mountain to climb, you know, the walking is bad enough, and then your dad's like, okay, we're gonna climb this mountain. I'm like, because I just want to stay in the hotel. This is my Japan trip. You know, I did not like walking. Walk in the rain is like, my dad's like, oh, we could just walk. It's like an hour walk, or we can catch a bus. And I'm like, bus. Because I'm actually allergic to walking for more than like 3 minutes at a time. I'm not obese, guys. Okay, I know it does seem like it with my sedentary lifestyle. Is that the word? Anyway. Yeah, no. And then we went up this mountain, and it sucks. I can complain about it so much. My dad walks really fast, first of all, and so then he'd stop and wait for me. So I was like, oh, that's nice. But then as soon as I would get there, I'd be so exhausted and I need to like take a break, and he'd start walking away, and I'm like, no. Anyway, we got like halfway there, and I'm like, there were benches. I'm like, I'm gonna sit there. Like we went looking around. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, look, this bench is next to me. And we stopped for a second to get like umbrellas out, blah 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 blah. And then he's like, okay, let's go back up. And I'm like go up more. I'm like, no, I'm not going up in the rain. So I just stayed where I stayed. And he went up, and I was complaining to my friend on Discord, my friend who's in Australia, and I'm like, is it normal to hate holidays where you climb mountains instead of relaxing at onsens when we're in an onsen hotel? Why would we go out in the rain to go climb a mountain? Is this really relaxing? Even though I'm complaining so bad. Well, you know, I'm glad you're enjoying. But yeah, I can't. Back to the puzzle thing really quick. I can't do puzzle when I'm under pressure. Usually when I'm doing a puzzle, I will get like really nervous because I know I'm doing badly, and then I'll get like self-conscious, and then I will do even worse, and then I'll get more self-conscious, and then I'll be like, ah! I can't do them under pressure, but I can't do them in general. You know, but you know, if I can somehow not get self-conscious, if my partner is more stupid than me, that sounds bad. If my partner's more stupid than me, if we're in like a co-op or something, I feel like I'd do a lot better. Like that whole thing where it's like, I don't want to talk to strangers. I don't want to go up and ask for sauce. But if someone else next to me is more shy than me, it's like, I'm going to ask them for every single sauce on the menu, and I'm going to ask them if they have a chili sauce. I'm going to ask them if they have this, and I'm going to ask them if they have that. But I couldn't do this on my own. But if there's someone there who like can do it less than me, I'm like, I got you, child. With your fruits and vegetables plus some dairy, no chicken, statue. Ah, that's a shame. You should make your own chicken statue, by the way. And yes, I did see that. I did see your post. That yesterday was your tanjobi. Happy birthday! I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it with people you love, maybe. And ate some good food. So your patience with puzzles. I feel like it depends on the puzzle for me. If it's like a really short puzzle, like a really short puzzle. Like there were ones in To the Moon, and they were just like, press 3 buttons and then it's done. I'm like, okay, you need to think about these 3 buttons, and once you think of it properly, then you get it. And I'm like, okay, 3-step puzzle. Because like, I feel like if the puzzles are really like, do this, and then you have to remember to do this, and then this, and then this, then it's like, my brain, because I was really bad at maths in high school because I could never remember what I was meant to do. I was like, okay, after I do this calculation, then I put it into here, then I put it into here, and then after that, I put it into there. And I'd get to the next calculation, then I'd be like, where did I put this again? So I'd have to restart again. It's like, oh yeah, after this, then I did this. And I'm like, wait, what did I do? Oh, did I get that wrong? And I'd start like second guessing myself. And I got so many marks wrong for like redoing things and my page being so messy. Anyway. Hello dog. I don't know what that word is. I'm gonna Google it. I'm not gonna say anything sketchy. Oh, educate. I see. I wakaru now. It makes sense. I am very educated. I'm the educated child. Do you think I am big brain? Do you feel my big brain, my smart, my genius just coming out of my brain? I couldn't think of a better word than coming. I was thinking like, is that a word? No, that's not a word. Is there a word that emanating? How do you spell that? How do you say that? Is that a word? Emanating. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Spreading out? Okay. Well, emanating. Do you feel my humongous, colossal, big brain power? Big brain is not a very fancy word, but you know, if it comes from me, it sounds smart. Yeah, anything comes from me sounds so smart. What was the word? Emanating from my humongous, wrinkly brain. Yeah, no, I'm out of conversation now. Stay hydrated, guys. I'm just gonna drink some water and you can hear it as well because you hear my ukiyo charm just whacking against my bottle. It's so funny though. My kitten was near, like my dad was sleeping and my kitten and my drink bottle was there. My kitten kept being like, she just kept pushing the charm into the metal drink bottle. My dad's like, what's that? And I'm like, it's a cat. Remember to hydrate or dihydrate. I don't know where that line came from, but like it's fine now. You know, I'm stealing it. I'm spilling water everywhere. I can't even drink like a normal person. Where are my tissues? Okay, anyway. We are under the sea. I do have a big brain. You know, you can argue with me. If you want to ask me any question, I will answer it correctly. If you want to ask me what's the meaning of life, if you want to ask me what's the meaning of your life specifically, if you want to ask me why Madoka and Homura are the best ship ever, except they're not, because the answer, the actual best ship is Nana and Hachi, I'm not wrong. I didn't actually finish Nana, and I know Hachi is a controversial character, so I should probably check that. Maybe she's evil in the end. Maybe she'd murder some people, you know, and then maybe, you know, until then, I'm going to go with the belief that she is the best and she is the sweetest and she has no faults whatsoever. That's how I want you guys to think of me. I want you guys to be as, like, so biased to the point where you're like, she can do no wrong. She could murder many people and keep them in her basement and name them Jerry. You know, she could gaslight them into thinking their names were actually Jerry. You know, even the most fancy names like Gertrude could now be Jerry, you know? Men, women, the only acceptable name in society is Jerry. And I thought that was obvious. I thought you would understand. Do you want to become a Jerry? Actually, I'm sorry. It's too late. You're already a Jerry. So, Jerry, what are you gonna do with your newfound Jerryness? Wait, what is Jerryness? Is that a real word? Why did it come up with in the captions? No, I don't know. Maybe it's not a word. Maybe. Favorite movie or show at the moment? Favorite movie or show at the moment? What about you? For me, it might be Meiji Tokyo Renka. It's the ultimate game I've been playing for like 200 hours now. How long has it been? 229.5 hours of Meiji Tokyo Renka Full Moon. The actual playtime is probably more like 20-30 hours. I've just kept it in on the background by accident for so long. Because I keep being like, okay, I'm going to study and then I'm going to go to Meiji Tokyo Renka for like 5 minutes. Then I didn't end up studying so that I never get to Tokyo Meiji Renka. So it's just open all day for so many days. It's probably bad for my battery, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like, who cares? I don't know how to do an American accent, you know, but I want to. I applied, I did some auditions for a, do you hear that fuzz? Maybe not, maybe I'm delusional. For a Danganronpa Tetro thing, because some of my friends are voicing in it, like main cast, and I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm gonna try and get in. So we're gonna see if I get like shortlisted or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's my favorite. I wouldn't say it's like the most entertaining or interesting story, but I definitely like the characters. I really like Kyoka, and he has this one line. I don't remember the context behind this line, but it goes "Poka-bum, poka-bum, goryabum, poka-bum." So I've been saying that one line to everyone. I've been like "Poka-bum, poka-bum, goryabum, poka-bum." People wake up to voice messages of "Poka-bum, poka-bum, goryabum, poka-bum." And they learn the Pokeball, Pokeball, Goryabum, Pokeball. If you ask me to explain it, all I could say is it's like my favorite character. He said that one time, and now I'm gonna make it his whole personality. He's a cute in it. I think I've told you about the plot, right, with Kyoka. Basically, in Meiji Tokyo Renka, or was it Tokyo Meiji Renka? It's Meiji Tokyo Renka. She gets sent back in time, and she kind of falls in love with this guy over time, but he knows there's something suspicious about her the whole time. Like from the start, he's like, "You're a weird child." To be fair, you are weird coming from the 20th century and talking about electricity and things, and like all these plays that haven't been written yet, or like the ones he's writing, you know, because it's Izumi Kyoka, historical figure. Anyway. He gets really close to her eventually, but he does figure out that she is like a time traveler, and he knows, I'm totally spoiling the route by the way, and he knows she's gonna go back at some point, and he's a tsundere the whole time, and he's like, "You're so stupid, blah 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 blah." But once he finds out that she's probably gonna go home, he gets really panicked. Like seriously, he drops his tsundere act so quick, and he stops going from like, "You're so stupid" to no, let's go together, let's do this together, let's hold hands, you know, da 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 da. And it's like, oh, that's so sweet, but it's also so sad because I have to get the bad ending, because I'm gonna get all these endings right for all the characters. This is gonna take a while. I made a spreadsheet with all the endings because I'm gonna get confused with which ones I haven't done. I made a whole spreadsheet for it, and one of the endings for each character is you go home alone, which is so sad. You have to say goodbye to them after you've already like fallen in love and kissed and held hands and all that kind of thing, and then you have to say, "I have to go, I have to leave," and they're like, "Okay, but we'll see each other again, right? As long as we live in the same country, we'll see each other, right?" I live 100 years in the future. I don't know if it's 100 years, but it's like that, and it's so sad. I don't want to get that bad ending. But I'm gonna get it eventually. Jerry, deja vu. Have I called you guys Jerry's before? You have to leave? You have to leave? Oh! Wait, that's the context. We were talking about leaving. I was like, wait, you have to go? Wait, huh? You leave me? I could be a lot more annoying, guys. I could be like, if you leave me, you will explode. Bakuhatsuda, Bakuhatsuda! Favorite genre when it comes to movies or shows? I would definitely... My definitely sounded not so definite, right? It's kind of sounded hesitant, you know. I like shoujo. I like rewatching the same shoujo. I don't like new things. I like rewatching Fruits Basket, and I like rewatching. I should rewatch what's the one with Miyamura? Horimiya. It's gonna be like, what's the one with Miyamura and Horimiya and Hori? It's like, oh, obviously it's Horimiya, cause I think I mentioned this before. I went and had noodles with a friend after a movie, and we didn't have much in common, so we were trying to be like, okay, what have we watched? And like the only thing we kind of had in common was like Horimiya, and I hadn't seen it in like since it released, and I hadn't seen like the second season or anything, so I was just going off memory, and all I could remember was Miyamura looks better with his hair long. I'm so biased to long hair. It's an issue. Like, people show me all these pretty otome men. I'm like, now what if his hair was long? You know, like what if he was Ukyo? Like, you know, what if? What if? Oh, I shouldn't have eaten those chips. Every time I eat those chips, I feel sick, and that's why I stopped eating them for half the day. And so why'd I eat another one? That was a bit stupid of me. I only ate like one of them. Why did I do that? You should never leave though. You should never leave. What you have in common with me? Exactly. I do in fact watch the Yofo stream because I need to become knowledgeable about my flaws. I need to know what I'm doing bad. I need to know I'm doing good. I need to know what everything is going. I would say, see, my voice is already like dying on me. I would say I should warm up my throat beforehand. You know the high-range test? Usually to warm my throat, at least like recently, as in like the last week or two, I've been doing like the lip roll, the and then gets really high like. Somehow I feel like it's easier to do that than like actually singing the notes. And it does warm up my throat pretty well. So maybe during the break I would just try and warm up my throat because it's kind of fighting me. I'm not too sure what you mean, Bobby, sorry. What else have we babbled about? I feel like I skipped a topic. We were talking about genres. What are your favorite genres? I do like horror, not anime. I don't watch horror anime. Unless Made in Abyss counts. I can't believe I bonded with this one person in my class over Made in Abyss, and it's like, did you watch Made in Abyss? And I'm like, yeah, but I skipped that one part in that one episode because it absolutely traumatized me the first time, and I had like nightmares about it for a while. Let me spoil it for you. This one episode of Made in Abyss. So it's about these young children, right? And they go down the abyss, you know? And the further you go down, the more sick you get because it's like weird gravity, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the logic. But basically, the further you go down, the more sick you get. Like really, really sick. Like bleeding from the eyes level sick, right? And these children are going down, and I don't remember why, but they're like 5. Well, they're not like 5. I think they're like 8. But they're really young, okay? And you would not send a child down, right? With like dangerous monsters that kill you immediately and do like really terrible things, like they would rip your eyeballs out or something, I don't know, and trample you to death. These deaths are graphic, and there's also a game, and I watched the deaths in the game and I was like that is not good. Yeah, it's even so scary in the game. Even if you're controlling and you're in control, you still die, and they're really graphic scenes or whatever. Anyway, so she goes down, she's like really sick, right, because she's far enough down, and then she gets like poisoned by this creature, and her arm gets like really puffy, and she asks her friend who came with her, I think it's a robot friend, right, and she's begging this friend because they want to keep going, she doesn't want to die, so she's begging this other friend, being like, please just cut my arm off, please cut it off. And like, so they tie up the arm or whatever to stop the poison, and then this guy, this 8-year-old or whatever, has this 8-year-old robot, you know, but still has to like cut off the arm, like this bruised, bulging purple arm of this 8-year-old, and has to cut it off, and I hate it so much. I hate it. in the end, her arm does recover because they get help from a cat girl, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, just thinking about it is bad. So I usually skip that part in rewatches. It's about like 10 minutes worse. I'm just like skip, and I was like, wow, nothing bad happened. You know, I saw a clip of Gura doing this one thing, and it's like, oh, I actually do that. It's how she reads a book, and if the character's like happy, you know how when there's a happy moment, it's foreshadowing something really terrible happening. Like in Colin Malice, when they were having the happiest time of their life, holding hands, being sweet, and then the end of the game happens, and then turns out these are total spoilers, by the way, but I'm not gonna say which route it is. And then he goes and kills someone, and then we get taken to the evil land, and then we have to kill the love interest to prove that we're on the evil people's side. What was I talking about? Anyway, right. In relation to what Gura did, we just stop. We stop the story. We don't keep reading. Once we get to that nice happy section, we're before the foreshadowing. I was gonna say foreshortening, but that's an art thing. Foreshadowing. We know. You just stop at the nice part. Nothing bad ever happens to anybody. Isn't that nice? Exactly. I agree. Mine's more of mystery and thriller. Mystery and thriller. What kind of thing is like thrill? Oh, thriller is kind of like horror, isn't it? Wait, what's the difference between thriller and horror? Aren't they kind of the same? I see them usually a lot together, aren't they? Noted with being under the weather since Sunday because having sensitivity something in the environment is so fun. Oh no, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Mystery and thriller of turning into a Yufu stream. You know, I feel like I see a lot of people with really cool like stream decorations and stuff. Wasn't there this one person who made their one into a claw machine or something, and you could just like pick them up and be like, wee, boom, you have won a Yufu, you know? And the other one who made it into like an FPS game or something is like, wow, I wish I could code like that. I wish I could code like that. If nothing else, I would want to figure out how to get the chat to look like, you know, those message boxes, like the text message box for like iMessage or whatever, blah blah blah. I kind of want to have like chat look like that instead of just like in a box. I feel like that would look a lot more cool, but I don't know how to set it up, so I would need to get help with that. I would be like, hello bird app, does anyone know how to do this? Can anyone like call me for 3 hours to get this thing sorted that shouldn't take like 15 minutes, but I'm like really bad technology. I say that I'm not actually that bad. I'd say I'm about average. You would try and win a flush. I would try and win a flush. Yeah, I want to. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Beautiful. It reminded me of the Oran High School Host Club. The have you seen that one bloopers video? And I think Emidichu did like a animatic kind of thing for it. And one of them was like all something. I can't remember what it was. All something's are beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Anyway, I do like Oran High School Host Club. Okay, well, I might take my break then. Now, it's probably just gonna be like 5 minutes. Taben. I also saw something else, like, other people were suggesting to, like, have clips or something appear during a break. And it's like, but, でもさ、私は面白いじゃないよ。I don't know what clips I'd put on, you know? It's kind of creepy though, like another me is entertaining in place of me. Anyway. I'll be back. Do not leave, or I will cry. If you leave for even 1 minute, I will cry. I'll be back. Hachi have abandoned me. I'm so sad. Why do I not have my friends with me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm back. Hello. Welcome back. I am back. I am Bak-chan. Please refer to me as Bak-chan. Bak-chan desu. Not baka, but back. Wakaru? Want to see you play some scary games? Maybe next weekend because my ryoshin his return. Exactly. Thank you. I know. My return is monumental. My vocab is also monumental. Anyway, my ryoshin, I hope that's the right word. Anyway, my kazoku, my family, will be going out on next weekend. だから多分 we could have a long stream. We could. I don't know what I would do in that time. It would be a lot like the birthday one, where it would just be so much task switching. It'd be like, oh, we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and then of course we will have to play some ukiyo, and then we would be doing this. No, we could. We'll see how my energy is, because the other day I actually got 10 hours of sleep, and I was screaming. First thing in the morning, I was just screaming. I was like, yeah! I'm trying to be quiet because it's like kind of nighttime, you know, like it's kind of nighttime, it is straight nighttime. Because I don't think I could do the same thing for like a trillion hours straight, because you know I see like Rula had done like 8-hour art streams or something, and it's like, well, I can see how art would take that long, but I can't see how you could chat the whole time with art taking that long, because after like 3 hours my sanity kind of throws itself out the window, and it can't fly by the way, so it just falls and splat and it explodes. Bakuhatsuda! You know, so I clearly cannot do the draw for that long, because then the brain, it's no. Yes, the Yufu is always cute. Do you think this voice is cuter? Because I think it has a more rhythmic vibe, and dakara I like using it, but there is no reason to ever use it, so I just do not. Yeah, I don't know the Freddy song, fam. I really only, I think, did we talk about like song genres before? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. More cuter. そうだね。私の日本語の声はこれみたい。I feel like my Japanese voice sounds a lot more like that than my natural voice. And I can't fix that. I can't change it. Not like it needs to be fixed, but like I can't change it to be more me in Japanese. I can try. Like usually I'll be like, こんにちは。これはチキンが好き。はい、わかる。How do I make it sound more dead inside? こんにちは、私はゆずです。学校の後、ドーナツ食べたいです。That's kind of it. That's kind of my energy at like any moment ever if I'm not talking to someone. Because you see me as I chat and yap people, it's like, yeah, yatta! So you told me, I need to stop referencing that. No one gets the reference. But if I'm alone and no one talks to me, I will be talking to my cat and I'll be like, Hachi, Hachironi, Hachi McFloof face, hello, baby, hello, can I pet you? Okay, thank you, you baby. but she can't speak to that back to me, so I don't get the energy. Oh, yeah, okay, I will delete that. Thank you very much. If that was to me, I will not. In fact, thank you. I will remove you. Oh wait, I should have done something smarter. There we go. There we go. Messages will be hidden. Bye. Everyone say bye. Okay, I'll start with that. I agree. Every voice is optimal. Cuteness, of course. I know. Anything I do is perfect. You know, it's perfect. You can fight me on that, but you'll be wrong. You know, I could talk like this the whole time. And what do you guys say? You have to say, "Oh, Yufu, that's so cute." Okay, now say it. Now say it, fam. Now say it. Wait, how do I do a manly voice? Like, hey. Hey, I like cheese. Nah, that's not it. That's not it either. No. What time is it for me? It is 9:14. 9:14. Yeah, we usually end around 10, so we have like 45 minutes-ish. My throat is still kind of dying, so I need to drink a lot more water. You guys need to get your water bowls out and start drinking, because if I'm the only one drinking, then it's really embarrassing, okay? So please drink water. Welcome back, Fox. I've just been drinking. I don't know what I've been yapping about, actually. I've been trying out different voices, because I like doing different voices, you know? I want to be able to do more like, because like the only voice I can really do is like a lolly type voice. And it's so sad. I kind of wanted to learn how to do like a more shorter type ish, because I know there's like lots of young boy roles given to like female voice actors and kind of thing. So I kind of want to learn that, kind of, and because then it'd also be cool for me to be able to sing like two different voices, you know, like that churila meets me at the meadow, and the churila meets me at the meadow. You know, I think that's a nice contrast. It's okay as it is right now, but it could be better. It could be better because I just do sound like the same person twice. 6:14, 6 a.m., 1:14 a.m. You know, it's so strange. You guys, why are there always more of you at like ridiculous in the morning than like a time that's normal for everyone? Why is it like that? Improved quite a bit with some medication. We still have some coffee here and there. It's good that it's improving. I'm glad it's improving. Medication is powerful, you know. But yes, I hope it gets better really soon. And then no more coughing. But that just reminded me, I was on my break, I was trying to save a sneeze so I could sneeze into the mic. Clearly that didn't work. I ended up sneezing too early, and it made me sad because sometimes I like annoying people with sneezes. Yeah, I can do a fake sneeze. You know those videos of people like a compilation of this person's cute sneezes? I wish. Mine's just more like an average one, like a achoo kind of thing. You know, it's not like a achoo. I wish it was like, but it's not. But it's not like a achoo. It's not like one of those. It's just mid. It's just mid, like a solid 5 out of 10. You know, if you had to rate the sneeze on attractiveness, it'd be a 5 out of 10. That's a conversation you never thought you'd hear. Yeah, no. I do like doing the pop sound. Isn't it such a high quality pop now? Oh, I'm failing now. I'm making popcorn. I should make music and be like. It is a popping. Oh no, I didn't say that. No, you actually auditory hallucinations. They are your best friend. Sometimes you will hallucinate. You can have some popcorn, but it does come at a price. Welcome to this circus. You wanted to buy some popcorn before the Yofo's fantastical act? That will be 15 trillion Yufu dollars. Hand it over right now before the greatest performance of your life. Wait, give me a second. Give me a sec. I need to get a picture. It's gonna be funny. Trust me. Trust me, please. Is that transparent? No, that image. That's fake transparent. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay, give me a moment. I will show you the coolest circus act you've seen in your life. I know you've seen many circus acts in your life, surely. But mine is actually world renowned for being the best ever, and nobody has ever beaten me in awesomeness. Okay, so here we go. This is the high beam, and today I will balance across this, and I will walk across this treacherous. Wait, let me get some fire. Please be actually transparent image, not just fake transparent. No, you're fake transparent. Okay, you're real. Okay. Yeah, give me a moment to get some flames. Because it's spicy. It's a spicy day for us spicy, awesome people. Now let me get up some fire. Fire! Oh no, there's fire underneath this. Can I duplicate this? Okay, well, there's fire under some of it. There is fire under not most of it, but like some of it there's fire. Oh no, there's fire next to me. So I will walk the tightrope. And I will magically, skillfully avoid the fire after I catch up on chat. Yes, you shall be fooled with the... Oh, did you hear something? I didn't hear anything, you know? I don't hear anything. Who knows, fam? Who knows? But yes, I shall show you. I have heard of the amazing digital circus. I have not gotten to watch it. Now let me show you my performance. You know what's more impressive? She does this by scooting her butt. I mean, I do this by scooting my butt. Because clearly, I'm stuck in a sitting position because of some unfortunate things, like not being given a billion, trillion, bajillion dollars. that keeps people stuck on the ground. So let us move. Okay, one. Oh no, it's getting hot. It's getting so hot. Ah, my feeties! No, my feeties are burning! Yeah! Thank you, thank you. I will now bow. I will now... Please clap for my brilliant circus. My next one... Oh, no worries. Definitely go rest up. Next one is same time tomorrow. And the next one after that is same time the day after. Because I could have been creative and chosen good days, but I didn't. So, the schedule will always be like the first post in live if you want to check on like future days, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just gonna be the next day and the next day because I'm not so creative with time. Nice balancing. Thank you. What else do they do at circuses? I could try and juggle, but like I don't know how to juggle. Same time? Yes, same time. So it started an hour and 20 minutes ago tomorrow. Okay, I have another skill for you though. Have you ever seen someone do this? Whoa. Like maybe you have, but like it's rare to see a sideways flip while sitting. I did a forward roll today, by the way. I haven't done a forward roll since I was like 14 or something, and I was all of a sudden I was just like, do you think I can do a forward roll? And then I just did a forward roll. Anyway, I'm actually so good at gymnastics. Like you thought your girl was so good at sport. She's actually the best at gymnastics. I can do a backflip onto the beam. The high beam. I forgot the words so you can tell I'm lying. My gaslighting needs work. I was gonna say dough, but like now that I think about it, I could probably find one in. I think there's like a clown nose or something in Clip Studio. Not Clip Studio. Why did I say Clip Studio? Vtuber. Is that clown nose? There we go. By Catboy Mech. What do clowns do though? Besides be like da 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 la la da da. Do clowns have? Does like the red nose pinch the nose? Do they have like high pitched voices? Because usually when you do this, everything gets like higher pitched, right? Well, maybe not higher, but like a lot more nasally, you know? So, do all clowns sound nasally, or am I just misremembering? Good night, everyone! Rest well. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you enjoyed this brilliant time of yappage. I know I've been yapping about literally nothing this whole time, but thank you for joining. Of course, I didn't whisper about gaslighting. Why would I whisper about gaslighting? No one gaslights here. I don't know what gaslighting is. I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Isn't gas like gas and lighting like a light? What does that have to do with me? Now, what do clowns... Let me Google this. What do clowns do? What do clowns do? What does a clown do? Yufu and eyes more than like. They entertain with humor. Okay. I will tell you the single joke that I've told 50 times because it's the only good joke I have. Wait, no, I've got a knock knock joke, but you have to start it. Please start it. I feel like I look like that one Final Fantasy character with the big nose. Or am I lying? Did it not have a big nose? Why do you call a seagull goes to the bay? what do you call it? I was gonna say like Seabay, like eBay. And then I remembered the Ukyo plush that was a truly bajillion dollars. I saw someone recently on the Bird app who started playing Amnesia, and they they saw the flashes and were like, I want to get them all. And I was in the comments like, I want them too. And I had to give them the bad news that it's all really ridiculously expensive. And then they went talking to everyone else like, I heard they're $200, and I'm like, I'm sorry to say that was the cheapest price. A lot of them I see are like $550, but I don't have the heart to tell you that. A bagel. Oh, a bagel. That's a good one. I get it. Is key not fit into the lock? Because it's the wrong key? Because it's the wrong lock? Because the lock is not a key lock, but a code lock? I don't know. What is it? What is it, fam? What is it? I'm tired though. I'm trying to think of what else to babble about. Because the key's the wrong shape? Because the key's the wrong shape? Because the key... That's a terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Because I wanted to. That's terrible. Is that loud and annoying? Oh yeah, okay, back to the back to the thing I wanted to talk about like an hour and 15 minutes ago. I learned a new skill, how to make it sound like a kiss sound. Cause you know, a lot of people just be like muwa, muwa, like how I did for the monitoring video. Muwa, negai kimi ga hoshii no, nagisama saseta shake shake, anasai no de naite kurenakya. I can make it more realistic than a mwah. Cause even if you try your best, like a mwah, it doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound real. It was a terrible joke. Exactly. You could just use the emoji. That works too. That works too. Or does this one sound more realistic? Exactly. I agree. I heard that like voice actors do it like that. And they do it by like kissing their like the palm of their hand or something. I think I saw them do that live, and I was like, why are you doing that? Oh, like it all makes sense once you finally see it, and you're like, that checks out. That is how you do it. Like there are so many really specific skills that I don't know if you would know those unless someone like specifically told you it. Because imagine though, it'd be so funny if you're like the very first person and everyone's like moi, and everyone else is just like yeah, just kissing their arm, and they're like, are you good? And it's like, yes, this is a more realistic kiss sound, you know? Wakaru desho? Wakaru? And the people watching are like, well, sure, we'll put that in our game. Sure, why not? We might as well, yeah. Yeah, no, what else can I babble about? See, it's the issue with just chatting. How do people come up with things to chat about? I guess most people like go out into the world and talk to people more, right? So many ways to express it. Exactly. Have you guys seen anything interesting? Watched anything interesting? Found any interesting news? Done any interesting exams? Watched anything interesting? I don't have an anime pillow, unfortunately. I would do an ukiyo if I had an ukiyo. If I made my own ukiyo. Maybe one day when I get rich and famous and rich, I would then commission someone to do a really gorgeous ukiyo. And since it would be personal use only, then only I could use it, and then I could have a beautiful body pillow. I could have like 50 of them, you know. If I get that rich, you know, I might as well just have like a house full of ukiyo, you know. I might as well. Like, no one's stopping me. You could have a house full of my merch, you know, like someday, if I ever can. Triple signing into uni account, that's a new... No! Okay, but uni accounts are so stupid because you... Sometimes you need like second factor authentication. Sometimes you log in, it's like, this is the wrong login. It's like, why'd you let me log in the first place just to send me to somewhere that doesn't work? And sometimes, why is it with uni web pages being like organized terribly? It's not as bad as my high school one. My high school one was terrible. It was like red, bright red-ish, and then white text on everything. And every single class would organize things differently. So you'd have to remember like, because we had like 8 different classes or something, you'd have to remember 8 different layouts. And it was always slow, and there was like no Q&A, so you couldn't ask questions. And it just had like, you could put in all the stuff like, oh, here's this file, here's this file. But I was like, why not just send us the files? That's easier than like going through the work to put it into this website. and then for us to go find it again, from the worst website ever. And sometimes it would like open a new page, sometimes it would not open a new page, sometimes the page would scroll, sometimes it wouldn't, and I'm still so mad about it because it was so bad. Anyway, look at stuff we're watching. Do you usually get up that early to work on stuff, like even if I'm not here? Because I know I have this Tomodachi who gets up at like 3 and then at 4 to study, and you know, fair enough, he does get good marks. You know, you would hope so after waking up that much. You know, because the most I studied in a day is like 4 hours, and there are people like this one Lucky Star scene where Kagami's like, oh, I only studied 4 hours, and Konata's like, I studied a whole 4 hours yesterday. I'm the Konata. If I get 4 hours, I will be jumping with joy. I'd be like, oh, no way, I got 4 hours of sleep. I'd be, yeah. But I need 10 hours to function properly. And you know how stupid it is to get 10 hours? If you want to wake up at reasonable time, you have to sleep at 10. And I finish stream at 10. And then I will be clearly awake for like another 4 hours because that's just the way of the world. And there is no way I'm going to be able to sleep until 12 or something. So then I have to sleep at 10 if I want to get good sleep. But no one sleeps at 10 because that is ridiculous crazy motion. What? I don't know where I was going with that. 7, 8, having it 4 and 5. Wow, thank you so low. That's also kind of kind of insane, but thank you. That's wild. You know, I would not be able to do that for anyone. So I applaud the dedication. Maybe if it's like an hour early, or if it's like a birthday thing. I was just fiddling with my drawing pen, and then I opened it, and then I pulled something out, and it actually came out. I didn't think it would come out, and now I'm like, wait. What? Not terrible. Type of me. That's good to hear, Fox. 5 to 6. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good though, but like, if it works for you, it works for you. I don't know what else to babble about. We have half an hour. I made the mistake of eating tuna in front of Hachi today. She was just in her bed next to me as she does, and I was like, okay, well, I've been eating these stupid chips for ages, and my tummy wants to cry. So, you know, what if we had normal food, like some tuna? Yeah, normal food. And then, so I got the tuna, and I came back, and Hachi was like, I smell something. I smell something. I smell something. So then I had to like push myself away from the desk and away from her, and I had to like hold this tuna in my left hand and eat it with my right hand, and I was like so far away from the table because like I was not letting her shove her face into it because I was like googling, can cat eat tuna with spring water? And it said yes. I was like, oh, maybe you can have some, and then it was like, make sure there's no added salt. So I looked through the back, and you know how tuna's like opened upside down, so all the information, nutritional information, was upside down. So I was like tilting my head, and I was like, tuna, skipjack, tuna, water, and there was like added salt at the end. So I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have this, Hutches. Maybe you shouldn't have this. You know, you already have tummy issues. Maybe I won't give this to you. You know, I won't give it to you. So yeah, I didn't give it to her. So then I left for a second because she gave up eventually and just went back to lie in her bed. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went out or whatever to find the other cat because I wanted to pet him or something. It was weird, like with my break. I came back in and the cat walked out of my room and I was like, I didn't know you were in here. Sorry for locking you in here. Anyway. And then I got back and Hachi had her face in the food. So I was like, oh, I thought you gave up. She didn't give up. She's way too determined. She has the determination. And I have the determination to not listen to this background music anymore because it's bothering me all of a sudden. We're going to listen to Rune Factory 4 OST. Because I've been watching so many. Is that too loud? Let me know. I feel like it might be a bit loud. I think it might be a bit loud. Ooh, I have every toggle on ever. Well, that's kind of cute. Maybe I look insane. Please, bin. There we go. What toggle is that? 4. Yes, it is 4. I don't remember where I was going with anything. Going back to kissing down for. Do you prefer using chu as most Japanese or moi for the rest of when you do monitoring? The original for monitoring is a moi, not a chu. It goes moi, kimi ga and yeah, so it is a moi in the original. I didn't even think about doing a chu, but if the original was a chu, like dreaming choo-choo, if I was doing like an English version of dreaming choo-choo, I probably would just go with choo-choo instead of like dreaming moi or dreaming kiss. I would probably go with chu, because chu is cute. I want you. Where did I hear that? Want you. Where have I heard that? Because I love having that one friend who knows every song ever, and I can be in DMs like, what's the song that goes like, And she'll be like, it's overdose. I'm like, yes it is. You were so right, girl. So it's fun because I can never remember. I can remember like the producer. I can remember the like the record used for it. I can never remember the song title. So I'm like, what's the song that goes like? It was Parasite, and I really like the Mahiro cover. It's so cute. It's so cute. Chu versus Kiss versus moi. Mwahaha. Every time I say moi, it ends up as a mwahaha, and I could not explain it. Mwah. Imagine that. Imagine that. You're having your first kiss. It's all romantic. It's like, I've always loved you. Mwah. And then he's like, oh, I love you. What? And that's why they go running away. And that is how you ruin a first relationship. I'm not at all speaking from experience. You know, why would I even laugh at someone romantically? Yeah, that didn't actually happen. That didn't actually happen. Did you believe me for a second? I didn't think you did. I didn't think you did because I didn't believe me either. You know, like I'm some evil laughter, mwahaha. Exactly. What is romance without evil? You know that whole saying of like, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best kind of thing? Exactly. If you don't love me at my mwah, you don't deserve me at my mwah. Oh, it's funny in my head. This is so tragic. Yeah, no, you know, I got nothing else. My one of my classes actually rickrolled us. It was a statistics class, or whatever, and it had like restrict equals blah 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 students blah 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 admin only blah blah blah, and I was like a link or an MP4 or something, and it was like, but it was called like test answers, and it was like .mp4, so I was like, well, something's weird here, but I clicked it anyway, and it was a rickroll. It's like, oh, yeah, that fair enough. You know, that makes me want to like that class, but I can't like that class because they use AI on like the main page, and like they even spelled measurements wrong on the like graphic with the AI. I was like, measurements. So I'm completely gonna like argue about that. Do you ever get those like forms at the end of the year? It's like, would you like to give some feedback? And I'd be like, yes, I would. I would like to tell you this is a stupid unit and a stupid class, and we should not be doing this, and we should just graduate for free because education is a pain. We should just do one. What about another education system where instead of doing like learning blah 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 blah, what if it was like you have to self-learn, here's all the material, and you can just like submit a final essay, and it could be like a really long one, for example. It could be like 5,000 words or 10,000 words. I don't really know. I don't really care. And you could just submit it, and once it's like high enough standard based on like all the study you've done yourself, then you can just get the degree. So you could just get the degree after one essay instead of having to do a trillion bajillion other things. Like clearly you'd want to like actually learn the content and like understand everything before you do this paper. But like, because I learn a lot of the same things in these classes, even if it's like prerequisite this other class, prerequisite this other class, but it's like it's always like, okay, so let us learn about conditioning. So you have taught us conditioning for like the 6th class now. I think we understand. I think we understand a bit now. It's just kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Is that really loud in your ears? I'm so tired. Can you tell? Okay, what were we talking about? We could talk about Rune Factory. I've been watching a lot of Rune Factory. You know when you're like a casual fan or something, and then you watch a song that's under 5 syllables. Yufu is cool song. There we go. Oh, that's not under. That's exactly 5. Yufu is cool. There we go. 4 syllables. Yufu is cool song. What do you think? Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos for Rune Factory 4, and I'm like a casual fan, and then I see this one guy who, there's this one mode where you can set your health, your level to level 1, so you're always at level 1. So basically, if you get hit once, you die, and you just get hit once, you keep dying. So basically, the only way through it is to increase your like your skills and your weapons and stuff, but your main level is still just at 1. You can get better gear, but your level is 1, you know? So if you take all the gear off, you're just dead. You know, you're just dead. So I thought that was interesting because I never thought of that. When I first heard, like, finish the game with like, level 1, I'd be like, is this, like, no hit entire thing and your attack is, like, 6 against enemies with, like, 2 million health? I was just like, there is no way. Is that a joke? But this guy is actually doing it, and I've been watching him, and I'm like, wow. Wow, and he knows all these really secret things. Like, there are these points where they, like, spawn a special item each day, and you can get, like, love potions. No, not love potions. Heart drinks. And heart drinks, like, increase your maximum HP by 1, and you can just get, like, infinite of them. It's like, if I knew I could have infinite health, wow, I would have infinite health. I wouldn't need to be, like, anything above level 1, because my HP would be, like, 50 trillion bajillion, like... Clearly, I think I'm doing pretty well, you know. It was so funny watching him, like, actually craft stuff, because, I've been talking to some Tomodachi, right, and it's like, none of us have actually crafted in that game. Like, you know, cooking skill, 99, you know, walking skill, 99, bathing skill, 99, friendship, 99, I don't know if it goes to 99, but friendship, like, 10, you know, and 10 is, like, marriage tier. So that, yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. But then we look at, then we look at the crafting, you know, fishing was also like 99, magic 99, skill 99, crafting? Crafting is like 12. Everything's 99 except like crafting and forging. It's like a 12 by the end of the game. Because like there's no point. Because I like running around all these areas, just forward and backwards across screens until I'm like, treasure chest! And they open it and it's like, oh, you just got these fists of God or something. And it's got like 20,000 attack. And like, if I was crafting my own materials and stuff at that level, I'd probably only have like 5,000 attack at most. So like, obviously getting one with like 10,000, 20,000 attack is like, why did I bother making this? Why did I bother buying this? I could just find a better one in the chest. Of course, you couldn't like specifically make all the stats as good as you want, because I saw this guy basically put every single stat in this one thing. So it's like, you want to get fatigue, you want to get poison, you want to get paralyzed, you want to get everything all at once. And bam, he did that. And that's how he got like that skill raised for like poison and stuff. Because the weapon did literally every single possible ailment. And that would suck getting hit with that. You would just be dead. Wow, when you think about it in real life, we'd be so dead. I don't like that. I don't want to be poisoned and paralyzed. I don't know how to do that. I don't know, Paragon or something. Is Paragon? Is there like an actual medicine that can just get rid of paralysis? No, right? There isn't, is there? But yes, cuteness, skill 99, and every stat and riz. I can riz you up. Please. Do you know that one meme? It's like, can I try rizzing you up? Please. That is my type of riz, actually. Not even joking. It's just spam with please. It hasn't been very effective. I try partially. Yeah, no. What was I talking about? But I wish there were more festivals in Australia this year, because it's so nice in Refactory. There's so many fun festivals, like eating competitions. I really wanted to live in a small town, and that's why Yufuland is a small town with Mary and Jelly. And when I think of the Yufuland town, I just think of the Rune Factory one, right? And I just like immediately think of the Rune Factory, and in my brain it's just, I am in the Rune Factory one. And I had this period of time when I had this one amnesia friend, right? And we talked about like headcanons, and we had our own AUs and kind of thing. And Tom, the character we don't like, is just in jail. You know, maybe he doesn't exist, or he's in jail. But then everyone else is in our town, and we had Iki as like the airship guy or something, and Kent was the cute cat who joined. We also thought of Kiki's delivery service, but Iki's delivery service, and the cat was Kent. And I was thinking, okay, then maybe Ukyo could be the butler. Wouldn't that be cute? The butler, Ukyo, coming to wake me up every morning because I'm a princess when I'm not meant to be a princess, because I actually fell from the sky and landed on a dragon's head. This is just the plot from Rune Factory that I've literally just stolen, because I want to be there. I want to be the protagonist, and I want to have Ukyo there because it's really cute, and I want to have a really nice dragon living next to me because we like really cute dragons. But, you know, the main thing is Ukyo. You know, like that's the only thing that really matters. I can believe that a medication actually works for something when it doesn't. I forgot what we were talking about for a second, but I understand that's in relation to the paralysis thing, right? We love the placebo effect. It's so funny, but like I feel like I know too much. I've heard that even if you know the placebo effect exists, it still happens to you. But like I feel like I know it exists too well to the point where it doesn't work on me, and it's like, I heard this is gonna work. At least the placebo effect's gonna work, right? Right? Placebo, please work. Placebo, please. And then I literally just please, my medication to be like, please get rid of my headache, please. And sometimes it doesn't work. So placebo. What do you mean placebo effect of what you usually do? What do you mean the placebo effect? You say just being here makes you feel like your mood is being raised when maybe it's not. Wait, maybe it's not. I say maybe it is. Maybe it completely is. 100 trillion bajillion%. Yeah, no. What else can I babble about? Because I haven't been in class, so because it's holidays. It's not like I'm skipping stuff, okay, guys? I'm not skipping classes. Don't skip your classes. Yeah, so I don't have any more like interesting psych things I learned. I learned interesting things about eating disorders, but that's a really topic that not everyone wants to talk about. But it's interesting learning all these things. If I was alone, come back next week. Come back next week. And I will, like when my parents are away, I will scream, "Don't skip your class!" If you remind me to. I was "Don't skip your class!" And then you will listen to that on repeat, and you'll be like, "Yes, yes." The Yufu says, "Do not skip the classes." And so if you pass, I will clap. I will clap very hard. Yeah! Welcome back on. What were we talking about? We have Rune Factory BGM in the back now, so I hope you like it, because I like it. The Yufu, exactly. Like the Ixta. Remember the Ixta? That one line in Amnesia? Where we could call, when we were trying to figure out how formal, because we had amnesia, right? And we have to like pretend everything's fine, and we're trying to figure out, do we talk to him formally? Do we talk to him? Do we be like, "Hey Iku," or "Hi Iki," or "Hey Ixta"? Clearly that's the wrong answer, but like, I had to pick it, and I thought that was funny, so I yes, couldn't sleep, no worries, just stay with me. Mayonaka no doa tataki. There we go. Stay with me forever and ever. Wouldn't I be such a good voice actor? I agree. Despite being under the weather, I'm still able to make it to work, include my shift later today, not Tuesday, me today. What day is it today? That's good. It's good that you can get to work, but if you're feeling too bad, you should definitely like try and take the day off. I kind of want to take some paid time off, not for any reason in particular. It's not like I'm going anywhere, but just simply because I just don't like working that much. I simply just am not a fan of the whole doing work and getting not much money for it. My whole day working with public holiday rates, and it still didn't pay off this bike. So I hope it sounds good. I kind of want to eat it, but it has so much cat fur on. It's probably gonna sound really bad as I'm just trying to wipe all this cat fur off. Come on, cat fur. Come on, because like the top is like felt kind of feeling, and it's just got so much stuck to it. Do I need like one of those sticky roller things so I can get all this cat fur off? It's really scary when you find cat hair in your food, and it's like, you've been on the opposite side of this house. I just got this food. It's like takeout, and I open it, and it's like, why is there white short cat fur in here? How did you do this, Hutches? How did you do? How? Adds character. It also adds flavor. I would recommend putting at least 3 cat hairs in each meal. It will make your happiness decrease and your disgust increase. And your disgust will boost your heart rate, because you'll be like, oh no, because disgust comes from fear of disease, and that is why we are afraid of like rats and stuff and think they're disgusting. And then with your heart rate increasing, then you will feel the excitement, and therefore you will take the whole experience as a positive one. I'm lying entirely, by the way. The thing about disgust being the like dangerous thing is correct, but like it probably would not be a good experience. That's a misery evening for you. Would you hear that buzz? That's just me. I definitely hear it. I think something's not plugged in right. Okay, maybe it's gone. I think it's gone. Friday evening. Is it Wednesday for you? Yes. Okay, that checks out. It all makes sense now. Wakarimasu! Wakarimashita! Wa, konnichiwa minasan. Kyou wa Yufu no Nihongo lesson desu. Would you like to learn some Nihongo? Yes, you would. Now, let us start with this. Watashi means I. You can also use boku as a more masculine. There are other ones like ore, blah, 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 but we're just gonna go with watashi and boku. Why not just go with watashi? Just say watashi. Watashi is I. Wa is. Like watashi wa is I is or I am. And then you can put your name in. It's like Watashi wa Yufu. And then you just add Watashi wa star, kira, watashi wa... I can't believe you remembered that. I completely forgot about that. You said it was Thursday for me? Yeah, okay, yeah. That checks out. I think I understand. You remember everything. Do you remember my favorite color? It's so funny though when you have friends who know like your biggest trauma, but they don't remember your favorite color, and you're like, what was I talking about though? I feel like I was talking about something. Oh yeah, Japanese lists. Watashi wa name, and then you put des, because des is basically the full stop. There was a tweet on like, how come we can't translate English to Japanese like in real time? Because translate English to Japanese, I think it was. Because English, we don't have like a verbal full stop. Like des is kind of like the end of the sentence kind of thing, or mas is the end of the sentence thing. In English, we don't really have that, so they're kind of just waiting to put the des somewhere. It's like, is the sentence done? It's not done. So yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. I think other languages also have like a des kind of thing. I think Korean has something like that. But English, nah, it don't have that. Yes, English. So that is your Japanese lesson. Would you like to introduce yourselves in the new Japanese? If you do not know, the perfect 4 words, one of them being your own name, for that sentence, I will fight you. But I have hope in all of you. Watashi Solo desu. Hi, watashi Solo desu. Konnichiwa, Soro-san. Hi, いいです。よくできました。is good job. でも、you should add a, well, maybe not should, but like, generally, some people don't use it, but, you know, put the wa before, after watashi. Like, watashi wa star. Watashi wa solo. Okay? Would you like to try again? I do like the phrase yoku dekimashita. It's in my list of favorite words from Otome Man. Because, you know, it's really sexy when they're like, yoku dekimashita. It's like, that would motivate me to do anything. If someone was like, yoku dekimashita. It's like, watashi wa solo. Hi. Demo, this time solo. You forgot the des. Watashi wa solo desu. Watashi wa Yufu desu. Watashi wa star desu. Watashi wa star. Sa, kira. Can you tell I'm losing it? I don't know what else to talk about. Would you like to bring up any conversation topics, my friends? Anything on your mind? I was gonna be like, do you want this to be a confession booth? Feel free to confess things. And then I was gonna be like, absolutely do not do that. If someone confesses to murder, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so do not confess a thing. Do not say anything, okay? Do not. I'm sure like surely someone would have like confessed to murder on a stream, right? Like, but then what would you do to that? Would you just be like, okay? I think I should call the police for that one. Yeah, no. I did eat dinner. For a second I was like, did I eat dinner? I did. I had Japanese curry. It was just like leftovers, right? It was just leftovers. So it was good though. I added bird's eye chilies because, you know, I'm allergic to things that aren't death spicy. I really hear like a fuzz sound because I keep messing with something. Or maybe I'm accidentally... Oh, I thought I was on my cord for a second. Yes. I am okay with a VTuber. This is something Q&A. You know, Q&A. You can ask me anything your heart wishes. But I may not answer it all. Yes. If you want to ask me why I like giraffes, I will tell you why I like giraffes. But like, I'm not going to say that without being asked, you know. Are you guys curious now? Do you want to know why I like giraffes? You know, I think I like giraffes more than the average person, considering I've said the word giraffe like 9 times in this sentence. Giraffe. The sky is blue because I myself painted it with the beauty of light. I control the light. And I decided that blue was the color I wanted the sky and the ocean to be. Ha 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 ha. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. Reminded me of like something in class, but I don't remember the thing in class. But it made sense in my mind and it linked to things in my mind. But you know, you guys are just never gonna know. You can just stay curious and, you know, make things up in your brain. When did I first learn of it? I remember when Keys in the Eye was a thing. You remember Keys in the Eye? I remember I watched a few videos of Keys in the Eye back in like, what was it, like 2016 or something? And I was like, you were cool. I didn't like think about becoming her because I was like, that's gotta cost a lot of money. She was like kind of one of the first to blow up, right? And then after that, I don't think I heard about them until like Gouda. Gouda really did, because they're like, oh, Gouda really introduced us to the West. Wow, that's so cool. And I was like, at first I was like, there's no way. And then she didn't have that big an influence. Now I'm like, yes, she did. Yes, she did. I can't believe she's graduating. I kind of imagined in my mind her to be there forever. It's just like a constant. Oh, I like this song. Oh, you can't see me bopping. My model short is not like that. Anyways, it's a good song. Yes, Gura Gura, Garu Gura. I did the Mume o Gura voice thing today, where it's like, can you tell the difference between them? Because they have the like similar voices, right? And I got 7 out of 10. So you know, as someone who doesn't like watch them full time, you know, I'd say 7 out of 10 is pretty good. I think 7 out of 10 was like pretty average too. So you know, it's not, I'm not that cool. I'd always be like, oh, I could tell the difference. I'm so good. There's some that like everyone got wrong, and it was like 60% of people or 70% of people got it wrong. That's so funny. I kind of hope I can imitate someone's voice. I hope someday someone's like, oh, you and you have the same voice, and we can do like a wow, no way, and we can try and imitate each other's voice. I mean, if I learn an American accent, I would probably sound a lot like Kat. You know? Oh, but I heard Kat singing with her sister, and they sounded identical. And like, I guess that's how genes work. That's how genetics work. Obviously, if you have the same genes, you're gonna sound similar, right? But I was so surprised because I was like, in my mind, I'm like, yep, me, Kat, and Coco always sound so similar. But then hearing like really, really similar together, I was like, that can't be real. There is no way that's actually. And I had to give up my position of sounding most like Kat. It does suck that she's graduating. Even as someone who didn't really like watch her or anything, I just watched like a few clips and that kind of thing. And like shorts or whatever. I'm sad, and I don't watch her, you know? And I'm also sad because you know what's worse is I only ever get into like people after they've like graduated, for example, or especially for like K-pop when they've disbanded. Because I only really like Aizwan. Is that how you say it? Aizwan? Like now that they're in different things, I like Yana, I like Yuri, I like Inbi, is that her name? I like all of IVE, I like Le Seraphim, I like them all, but like, they've already disbanded! Welcome in the fan wiggles! Hello! We are just babbling. Oh, do you hear that? Hear that zap? I keep accidentally kicking something onto my desk and it keeps making noise. I'm like, I don't know, we're just gonna ignore that. Yeah, no, this model, yeah, she'll have to bob around because I like dancing to the music. Good at success in future endeavors for whatever life takes them. Exactly. I do hope. Yeah, we're just talking about Gouda at the moment. Just talking about Gouda. I am having a fantastic day. Thank you. It is almost 10 p.m. We usually end around 10 p.m. But we'll see if there's like another conversation we need to yap about real quick. Because I always get into people after they've graduated, right? Like, I really like Mint, and I really like Nimi, but I didn't watch them beforehand. But now it's like, oh, they're really sweet. I watched a lot more of the sweet type of characters more than the like the cool Calliope Mori, Cariope. You know, I do like Calliope songs. You know, she's sweet, she's cool. Reaper Karappa Dochi Demo Yo, yeah. Boo boo dibba doo boo boo. Third YouTube account on my laptop. Okay, don't worry, I have like let me count actually. I have so many accounts. I hope I don't accidentally like. Okay, that's not gonna like kick me out of streaming, right? It wouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 YouTube accounts. Well, like channels. And I'm like, why would I do that? I don't know. I don't remember why I did that. Yeah, like a lot of them are on the same drive as well, so it's not like I get extra drive space. Why would I do that? Much rather accounts. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know why? You lost them or just disappeared magically one day. Because I don't know why I have so many. Go to sleep since 2 in the morning. Oh yes, you should sleep. You should definitely get to sleep. Rest up, okay? And have a good day tomorrow. And this I think this is actually the go to sleep music from the game. It is nighttime in Salvia. It's like the sleepy music. So this is a good time to rest up, okay? So Germans are handling professional things. Yeah, that checks out. All of them are just empty though. I don't know why I created them all. I don't know why I created them all. I feel like if I was to make another one, it would just be on the same like Google account because this one has the YouTube Premium. Like, why would I use one that doesn't have YouTube Premium? You know, like it don't check out. The maths don't maths. Jeff from the video. Was he the purple guy? Was it purple? I suddenly remembered. That was Jeff, right? That was Jeff. And then they replaced everyone and I got so sad. But Jeff was the one who was always sleeping, right? Somehow I'm getting him mixed up with the Sandman from the Santa Claus movies. Have you guys watched the Santa Claus movies? They're really funny, actually. It's like this whole family drama. And this guy turns out to be Santa. And the son finds out that he's Santa. I'm totally spoiling this, by the way. And then we go home and this guy, Scott Calvin, who's actually Santa, is like, wow, that was weird. That didn't happen. And the son's like, you're Santa. And he becomes more like Santa. Just over time, like he grows a beard, he grows the stomach just naturally. He tries to shave and it comes back because he's Santa, you know, that's just the way Santa goes. And then his family, like the family of the son, is like, because like he's like an ex-dad or something. I don't know, fam. And they're like, let's get rid of visitation rights because that's crazy that this guy would grow a mustache and become fat to make the child think he's Santa. It's like, why is this so dramatic? It's actually kind of sad, but it's really funny. It's a really good movie. It's just straight called the Santa Claus, I think, because there's a clause and then it's like a written clause, like in a thing, and it's about Santa anyway. Because Santa falls off the roof and he puts on the clothes, and apparently in Santa's business card, it's like if you put on the clothes, you become Santa, and that's the clause, you know, the Santa Claus. You see, isn't that so funny? Okay, now this is the real sleep music. Greg is blue, Murray is red. I remember the name Murray. I remember Murray and Jeff. I don't remember Greg or Anthony. I'm so sorry, but I remember Murray. I feel like my parents talked a lot about Murray for some reason. But you know, I kind of didn't like the performances, like those really fancy ones on the Wiggles. I always got bored though, seeing all these really, really amazing performances, and I was just like, okay, maybe that wasn't the Wiggles. Maybe it wasn't the Wiggles. Maybe it was what's that other kids show? And there was like a clock, and they're like, what time is it? 12 o'clock, and it was always like a clock. It would never be anything like 5:45. It would never be 45. It would never be like 22 or something. It was always like on the o'clock. It was like, what's the time? It's 2 o'clock. It was like play something. And I remember the one time they had like 6:30, and it was like a 30 instead of an o'clock, and I was like, I don't know this. But then when I learned it, I was showing it off to everyone like, did you know that when this is halfway through, then it's a 30, it's a 6:30? Isn't that so cool? And my parents are like, that's nice, sweetie. No, none of those are my favorite colors. My favorite color is brown. I'm still thinking on a second favorite color. I think my second might be just like cream kind of colored or white kind of colored, and then maybe green. It would explain the color coordination I got going on here. Oh, but I do like, because I feel like the banner and profile picture are a lot different from the colors on here. But you know, I could gaslight you into thinking it's like the same kind of colors, right? You guys think it's the same. You think it's like perfectly coordinated, right? You don't think it's weird that it's like slightly different aesthetic, right? You know, you think it's the exact same, right? You know it's the same because like that's how it goes, you know? Funny and silly. We are all funny and silly. You know that is a requirement to be here. You must be funny and you must be silly. You cannot just be funny and you cannot just be silly. You have to be. You have to be a bit. Oh, and then the silly music comes up. I feel like it's kind of clear that I got a bit quiet because it's like getting later at night and I get more self-conscious. Like, am I keeping people up? I probably am. Good job guessing though. Good job guessing. I feel like I talk a lot about the color brown though because brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. I'm the best at thank you. I know. I'm aware. Hair flip. Hair flip. Hair flip. Okay, but pigtail hair flips are always so cool. I need to start wearing my hair in pigtails more so I can like double hair flip. And everyone's gonna be like, whoa, your hair is so long and so luscious and so flip, and you are so cool. And they'll be like, yep, that is so right. The narcissism flows through my veins. You know that one line from Kung Fu Panda, like, broth runs through our veins, like we are noodle folk. Broth runs through our veins. I quote that too often, because broth does go through my... Because I'm noodle folk. Noodles are the best food ever, but like specifically Shin ramen, especially super spicy Shin. And if you have it with ham, it really flavors the broth to be like more thick. Not like thick, but like more umami. More depth of flavor, as they say in Food Wars. I like it a lot more than just by itself. But not too much, because then it gets too much. I do like it with egg, and then I do like it with shallots. I don't think I have it with anything else, really. It's just egg. And there's like an egg shortage. It was so funny this other time. I think I said this a trillion times. I went to that movie, and that one person before the movie is like, can you check the Woolies? See if there's any eggs for me? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, well, I wasn't going to go to the Woolies at all. I don't know why. I was just waiting for the movie. I was like, okay, sure, I'll go to Woolies. So I ran down to the Woolies, and I looked through, and it's like, eggs. And there was so many eggs, and I was like, bro, there are so many eggs. And he was gonna bring the eggs into the movie theater, and I'm like, don't bring the eggs into the movie theater, because it's probably not good to have eggs out of a fridge, right? For too long. But then again, they weren't in the fridge at the grocery store. Do you refrigerate your eggs? I feel like there's a lot of debate over, should I refrigerate my eggs? We refrigerate our eggs, just by the way. Chicken jock. I heard people were saying chicken jockey during the Project Sekai movie, but I don't want to know anything about Project Sekai movie. We do not talk about the Project Sekai movie. We keep the world spoiler free. I will not be spoiled. I will not know a thing about this Project Sekai movie. I'll get there and I'll be like, who is Miku? I don't know. I have never heard about this character, and I have not been spoiled at all. There is no such thing as Hatsune Miku. If anyone spoils anything about this movie, I'm gonna fight them with a stick. Favorite colors for the Wiggles colors? That's so cute. That's so cute. I do like those colors as well. I like how they're like pretty bright, but they're not like too bright. And I really like artists who do like art with those kind of colors. I don't think I could personally do it because I like a lot more faded kind of colors when I'm drawing myself. But I like seeing other people draw it like that, you know? We'll refrigerate the eggs prices here though. Yeah, they're crazy. Well, okay, maybe we don't talk about eggs if they're too pricey, because pricey stuff scares me. You know, pricey stuff scares me. You know what we should all do? We should all inherit $1 trillion from some ancient uncle we never knew we had. He'll come back and be like, hey, whippersnappers, I've been here since the dawn of time. I'm actually 122 right now, and I have for you a buttload of cash. You didn't know about me because I was twice removed, but like I've chosen you to be my ancestor. You're the one inheriting all my money. I have 6 estates in, I don't know, in Japan. And they're all yours now, and you can sell them, you can get rich, and I also have $1 billion just in cash. Here you go, have the cash. Okay, but what would you do if you had $1 billion in cash? How much is that in cash? How many? Let me Google. A billion? How many zeros are in a billion? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, that's too many. Is that a billion? Divided by 100. I'm gonna pretend it's a billion. That is, whoa, okay, that is, how is this, what, 10, is that 10 million? Is a billion divided by 110 million? You would have 10 million. Why do I have these? How do I get rid of these? What was that toggle? There we go. You would have, you would have 10 million $100 notes. Where would you put them? Do you know how much a million is? There would be no way to store $1 billion, like physical money, right? It would just have to be in an account. But if they gave you that much cash, what would you do? You'd have to like put it in your basement or something to store it all, and then it would get all yucky, and then rats would start eating it. But like, sure, if you're that rich, it wouldn't really matter if you lose some money. Like if you lose $1 million or whatever, like no one's gonna care. You're not gonna care. You're not gonna notice. But it's gonna be so gross knowing there are like rats eating your money underground. It's like, but yeah, that's my solution. Go find yourself a mystical uncle you never knew you had. If their name is Jeffrey, I hope they give you extra money. Represent all Jeffreys, okay, Jeffrey? But then again, if you guys find one of these uncles, you have to give me some money, yeah? And I'll give you some money if I see this magical uncle. I love how we always have to talk about how much I want money. Okay, well, I'm not like that desperate for money, but like, you know, the financial security, knowing that there is always okane in your bank is always nice, you know. It's nice to know that I will be able to pay for things if I must. Because I saw this meme where it's like, oh, I thought being an adult was having to pay small things, like having to pay $30 every week or two. Turns out being an adult is having to pay $300 a week or two. I'm like, oh, we might be doomed. I, for one, as an adult, would not be able to $300 every week on emergency stuff. But hey, if it's an emergency, you do what you can. You do what you can. You knew? Yes. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. You should totally check out everything. My most recent cover of After Pain, I am pretty proud of the mix. So you know, if you want to check out my cover of After Pain, I would appreciate it. Okay. Sorry. I guess that's probably a good ending spot then, since we finished that conversation. Is there any final conversation you would like to bring up? Final conversation. Why do I have someone in my DMs saying my precious goat, my Miss Glorious Vtuber? Does anyone have any final conversation before we get to double speed karaoke? Good ending? One last thing? What is this one last thing? Favorite song from Wiggles is Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car. I don't know if I've heard it. I don't they have like a trillion bajillion songs? Wasn't there like one new for every episode? Or maybe I was just hallucinating. Maybe they just repeated songs and I didn't notice. Why are you glaring? You know, I'm actually so famous. I checked and there were like 20 DMs. I don't know where they're from. Maybe it's all spam. Who knows? What was the final thing you have, Fox? What was the final thing? What do I enjoy as you see it now? I like the opportunity to brag about things. I do a lot. I like the opportunity to do lots of different voice acting stuff. Against your will, like I could start speaking like this all of a sudden because I do like this, and for some reason, doing this voice is easier on my throat than doing my normal voice, and I can't explain it at all. So maybe someday if I like absolutely destroy my voice, we could be speaking like this for like a stream, just because I don't know how it feels like more comfortable. I don't know how. I do not know how. You might be like, oh, maybe this be like the natural voice. No, it is not. This is not natural, but it feels easier, and I don't know. I don't know, fam. Oh, now it hurts again. I am Aussie. Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for your final inquiry. Wahaha. So then, shall I introduce you to what we usually do at the end? Usually we do a double speed karaoke. What song do I want to do? I could do After Pain. Have I done Beautiful Breakdown? I think I have done Beautiful Breakdown before. It's like really my breakdown song. It's a beautiful breakdown. Just be careful. I would try. Yes. So thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Blink. Okay. What's an uta? There's actually a Aikatsu and Prepara collaboration movie coming out. I'm so hyped. I love Aikatsu. I love Prepara, and them being together, it's like wow. Okay, we're gonna do Love Trial. Please have lyrics in the description. Should be Phonic covered monitoring, by the way, and I used the same lyrics before Juby, and I feel so powerful for doing it first because I'm actually so cool. Anyway, thank you so much. Oh no, I forgot to change screen. Oh, I almost pressed like leave. Okay, let's start again. I almost quit OBS by accident. My bad. Wow, thank you, Fat Wiggles. Thank you. You're wonderful too. Oh, no, how could I be so blind? You know that you're my homework, I couldn't better what you go. Please show some mercy in your distant tone. If you were gone, I'd probably die going alone. Oh, Jesus, don't look at me that way, you see. I changed and become the guy you wanted me to be. So please show some mercy in this death row. See, begin to overlook this one thing. The perfect crime at the perfect time. You know my alibi started so high. But once again, I know I couldn't win. You know this is a train now, you know, no, starting today. I'll be trying for all my love crimes. Manic therapy, I don't wanna know. My closing statements, my tear from the cybercraft. You look at me, finding in your heart that I was guilty. Thank you, Solo. Oh, no, I really screwed up this time, you know. If you wanna let me go, please show some mercy with your hands and throw me from the cliff to the dark snow below. Oh, Jesus, you really got me this time, you see. I'm caught in the spotlight with smoking out of me. Please show some mercy and love can keep. Can't complain, it's worst things. It's been only way to be like how this boss. One was taken from away I could lose, but now I see that you're not coming back. You never let it go, so I know that I couldn't say a thing. I really need to focus on that timing for this last part. If I get this timing wrong, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. What kind of perfect love crime would make us both cry? It hurts even more too, we just can't ignore. The one who gave love, the one I can get enough of, both to blame. I know it's weighing your feelings every day. Guilty aren't I of all my love crimes? How many could there be? I don't want to know. With no parole, I'll be here maybe 10 to life, so till I die I will protect and survive your pleasure. I've been trying for all my love crime, but learned that I just does it all out of love. Held me tightly, you cried so naturally, and looked at me when you were smiling, and knew instantly you're also guilty. Bow, 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 bow. It is ending. But thank you for joining anyway. Thank you. See